Welcome to game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is flare gun madness on Destin. We can see Obey the Beard on the plane, ready to jump. Let's see where we want to go. You can land pretty much anywhere and get the flares here. Not a problem. Plenty of crates to be dropped in. BRDMs a little later on as well, if that's the sort of thing that you fancy. Plane path, 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock, give or take. We've got Heatsy as one of our solos here, representing the Princesses of Pachinki in this particular game, dropping north of Buxley, heading towards this compound, I suspect, just before the swamp. And a lot of teams dropping towards the very end of the plane path. I'm getting a little bit worried here. I'm counting 3 teams in a solo. Where's the rest of the keyboard warriors there? Is this a solo? It is. Klembape is playing as a solo. There are 3 teams going for this compound. That's going to be interesting. My Little Prony and Melancholy opting to dip. If multiple teams dip, that's going to be so funny. Doesn't look like it. Copter, Merb, Mike, and Rigger off to the west side of town. It looks like the Bush Wookiees are going to retain control of this specific compound. That Bry guy is coming back. He might get an organ a crate if he's lucky. He's going to be sharing that little compound with Lil G Coin next to Melancholy. I think that is the right thing to do. I do. Oh, got the vehicles out at Hydroelectric. Party Zombie of the Potatoes are south of the dam. Which team is north of it? Let's go ahead and take a look. It's behind the tree. Heaton, Zach, and Patrick. They've got this compound to themselves as well, and as you can see, the flares are already beginning to drop as the planes begin to fly over Destin. There are 198 crates available in phase 1. We're already down to 126. And this is an area of high traffic, ladies and gentlemen. All of the flares are getting punched out of the sky. And pretty much everyone will have level 3 gear in a minute or so. If they don't have level 3 gear in a minute or so, they are playing this game mode very, very wrong. So the question becomes what these guys do. How many crates are there for these teams, and are they going to go towards phase 2 relatively quickly? Or are they going to stay and fight each other? Plenty of questions to be asked. That flare was so close to staying in the sky. And instead it's going to be sad. I love the bounce they get as well. Check that out. That is that's strong. If you were living in that house, that'd be pretty scary. Daddy Sage going for distance here. It's looking strong. It's looking very strong indeed. Getting some good distance on that. Anyone played Diablo 2? Heart of the Oak? Is that too much of an old reference for this channel? I don't know. I don't know. Please tell me there are some D2 fans in chat. Make my day. Right. Everyone's got the crates. That's not what I'm worried about. Oh, I'll tell you what I am worried about. Oh, dear. Heatsy, what are you doing? Oh my. He tried to steal a crate. It didn't work. I thought he got there quickly enough to steal that, but Sniper must have picked up the weapon while he picked up the ammo or something. I'm not sure. But at the hands of the DBS, Heatsy is going to be Our first stream casualty of game number 2. Nearly worked as well, that steal. He might have gotten a double kill. That came so close to being so sick. Now we need the zone to do the work for us. Keep an eye on this. 3 teams. Relatively close. Why is there only 1 crate out here? There must be more, right? Did you guys only do 1? What? Ah, they've got the badums. They're going BRDM into zone instead. So, trick or shoot here. Opting for a little bit of a different strategy by the looks of things. Let Mike smash. Moving towards Rigger and Copter. Still just the 1 crate visible inside this compound at the moment. I'm looking to see if there's a second one, but there isn't. Very conservative on the flare count there. That makes me worried. Phase 2 has popped, more or less on top of Hydroelectric Dam. Cutting out Ripton entirely. None of this northern swampy shenanigans. That's fine. Aragorn, we have 3 more games, right? That's absolutely correct. This is game number 2 of 5. So if Trick or Shoot decide to leave with the BRDMs first, that gives My Little Pony almost like an excuse to get out for free. They might be able to rotate towards Tarita. And that frees up the Bush Wookiees. They're not going to have to sit there and wait. So should be all good. Umop, what's up, Jaro? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Another month, another fantastic set of custom games. Quite a lot of fun, though. Obey the Beard. Invisan himself, Beard guy, very much out and about. Gonna have to move a fair way, though, for phase 2. So I suspect we've got some BRDMs incoming. Especially with such powerful weapons in the game, it only makes sense to travel in style. We should get some fun action from phase 2 onwards. I really don't think these guys are going to fight now. It is entirely possible they prove me wrong, but I think these guys are just going to very, very calmly get in BRDMs and head to the next zone and focus on looting there. And that's exactly where they're going. Rigger in a UAZ rather than in the armored vehicle. Living life by the seat of his pants. And we'll be scouting on ahead. What is actually ahead? My Little Pony's ahead if he's not too careful. So let's keep watching. They know from earlier that there are at least 3 teams total. He's actually opting to go through the tunnel. So as a result, absolutely no worries whatsoever. Rigger makes it out the other side. You guys can see in the map where he is. So the tunnel goes from there to there. And they will successfully make it in. The Bush Wookiees, as a result, are rotating behind them. Ra's got a motorbike, significantly faster than all the other vehicles we've seen so far today, but not bumping into any teams yet. Just getting into zone first and asking questions later. Getting into zone first and asking questions later. Not now, Daddy Sage. He asked some questions pretty quickly, didn't he? I thought Ra probably thought he was in the clear as well. Well, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was unfortunate. Plenty of BRDMs now littered across the map. There's some shots getting fired as well. Let's check out the Bush Wookiees. Oh wow, that's from downtown. Although the Bry guy just got 55's worth of damage done to him. Not having the greatest time right now. These guys have to be careful. Where are the vehicles? They don't need this fight. 33 bullets on the AWM. And Melancholy has gone down. Why are they taking this fight, and where are the vehicles? I have questions. I'm not sure I have the answers to them. The motorbike's there. Where's everyone else? How'd they get here? This could be dangerous for My Little Pony. Not sure this was thought out all that well. And they are very much outside of a comfortable place to be. No one massively way on the south side. Ziggy Man, who scored so prominently in the last game and did so well on Wild Wild West. Representing Dell's driving school here and running into zone in the southeast. Rejoining the rest of his squad. And I think the real battles, if I'm honest, are going to start relatively soon. Mbappe near Teresa. He's had a couple of teams go by, but no one stop in this compound yet. Entirely possible that the free-range chickens come across him in a vehicle or otherwise in the coming minutes. They are the closest teams. Depends on how curious Mbappe ends up being. That is a not... Oh, no. Those are vehicles that are not BRDMs. And there's a reason that everybody is traveling in BRDMs. That is very gross. That is the happy hopping hippos absolutely annihilated by behind the other bear. 1 kill for Cassie, 2 for Apocalypse, and 1 for Hack Shots. Comfortable tally for that team there as they move into phase 5. So we need to start getting a move on. The zone is going to hurt now. It's 3 hit points per second. Yes, they managed to get that squad wipe, but for goodness sake, get in the zone. 300 more crates. Just in case we wanted more. Looks like these guys in the center definitely still want more. The potatoes have just kind of been chilling, waiting for people to show up all game long. The golden graza. I hope you here. What are your go-to crate weapons, chat? If a crate could drop you any 2 weapons, like legal weapons in PUBG, what weapons would you pick from the crate? Because for me, I think it's probably Mark 14 P90. For me personally. What a sexy combo that is. If I was more of a fan of bolts, maybe I would say links, but not really, if I'm honest. Always been much better with the DMRs. 11 teams left alive. Tendo, guessing there's going to be end zone havoc. I'm inclined to agree with you, Tendo. Because if the fights are few and far between and everyone has BRDMs, this is going to be weird. Hack Shots in his BRDM, trying to steal a kill. Won't get there yet. Instead, he's getting peppered a lot. Ooh! That's a Lynx that hit that vehicle because it is down to a sliver of health. Hackshots might be thinking twice before he stops. For anybody else, very much smoking is that vehicle. He's got a P90 though, so defending it is going to be relatively delightful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Bradle with the Lynx headshot through the BRDM. And look, if they're not going to come out, you can make them. That was brutal. Obey the Beard getting the kill, but they are very much in the blue. They need to get a move on. Bradle himself is going to go down soon if he's not careful. Behind the other bear now taking extra shots, and Apocalypse is the player to get revenge. That's Bradle down and out. The rest of the squad will make it in, so it's 1 versus 1 as far as players killed. And the next zone, oh, I love it. It centers on the river. This is going to be tricky. Very, very tricky indeed. The Bry guy goes down to the blue. That's My Little Pony, dead and buried. I have no idea how that happened. And behind the tree, taking absolute names. Heaton actually going for 4 kills out of 4 as far as their team is concerned. Very strong stuff. And that was a fight inside the house. 40 seconds to go. This is going to start doing some serious damage. The bush Wookiees in particular want to be thinking about moving out of this compound. You don't want to be tanking this sort of damage. You're not going to be in this zone long enough to appreciate, I think, what comes out of those crates, if you want my honest opinion, guys. Yeah, 20 seconds left to go. I don't think he's enjoying that. He's waiting for it anyway. Not sure why, though. 3 first aids and 10 bandages. I'm not sure it's worth it for incremental loot at this point. Everyone's got the crate weapons. You've got level 3 gear. You're not struggling for ammo, at least not on the P90. We'll see what the plan is, because this is 5 hit points a second on Carl and the rest of the bush Wookiees right now. And I think he's realizing he might be making a mistake. 35, 30, 25, 20. Is he even going to survive this? Carl! Oh, Carl. That was very, very misjudged. Now Purge is running in as well. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Purge is very angry about this. We'll be able to make... Oh, my God. How does Purge make it in? Absolutely unreal. People dying to the blue now. It's 7 hit points a second. This appears to be everybody's biggest enemy. I mean, come on, guys. You know where the next zone's gonna pop. This isn't a mystery anymore. Dell's driving school locked in bat. Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Strayu. Obey the Beard. Hunkered down in this compound. Now, they are in the zone. They do not need to push out of here if they don't want to. So just bear that in mind. They haven't got that sort of pressure on them. Dell's driving school, in the meantime, if they keep fighting here for too long, they'll make a lot of noise outside, and then they'll get third-partied. So they do have to be a little bit mindful of that. The MG3 absolutely peppering the vicinity with bullets. This should give Ziggy Man and Co. an opportunity to move further in. They're moving across the road, but choosing not to move in, which is interesting indeed. Purge. Purge for the second zone in a row. I mean, you knew this, Purge. You knew this. That's it. Oh, big rip there. And the bush Wookiees gate kept by behind the tree, who were literally hiding behind the tree. Blue zone grenade needs to duck out of there. That's doing an absolute incredible amount of damage. Who is in that BRDM? I'm so confused. Wasn't that a teammate? Yes, it was. Behind the tree versus behind the other bear now as Heaton spots additional targets. They'll be able to get Zach back up, I would hope. 6 kills between them, and take a look. We're going south. They have to get a move on. 17 seconds left to go. Now, the BRDM should be able to take them there. They just need to move out quickly. That seems to be the one thing that people in this game have not done. Chroma and donations definitely need to go, although they are at least a lot closer to zone than the folks who are north of the river. Oh dear, that's 2 knocks from here. Chrome from the other side of the river, allowing Patrick and Co. to come in via the BRDM. Here goes nothing. Luckily, the water not phasing this vehicle at all as they move across into zone. Looking good. The vehicle doesn't have the biggest amount of health, but that's okay. Dell's driving school getting picked up there. Heaton very happy to grab that additional kill. Hack shots in the meantime. He's having the time of his life. There are so many enemies And so few bullets. What do we do? Using the BRDM to block the flush there from hack shots. Grenades going out now. Zach's in trouble. Zach's down. Hack shots has an opportunity to make it a 1v3. Here comes Patrick. Oh, Patrick gets out of the BRDM, but Hackshots gets in it! And Patrick gets run over by his own BRDM. Hackshots back out. P90 at work. Behind the other bear, doing the eliminating there behind the tree. They have gone. What an excellent passage of play. Hackshots, though, getting caught out by the edge of the zone himself. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What on earth happened there? The rest of the team behind the other bear going up to 12 kills and taking the victory in game number 2. Flare gun madness. And madness it certainly was at the end of that game. Very, very well played. That was crazy to follow.